Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got some interesting things to go over for the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. 3 new legendary forms have seemingly leaked for the Indigo Disk. We're going to be breaking all of that down today and then a few other things as well. There's a lot of stuff to talk about though, so if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this post here by Jan. Now, originally it was posted on a Chinese message board by the Chinese Riddler, so this is a legitimate leaker, but they only kind of post on like the Chinese forums and stuff like that, which then obviously gets taken by people and then posted on like Twitter and stuff, and this is just one of those cases. So massive shout out to Jan for finding this and also translating it and stuff like that. But we have Jan here saying, several people DM'd me this post seemingly from the Chinese Riddler. So this reads that Koraidon, Miraidon and Terapagos will each get a battle state, similar to Ogerpon in DLC 1. Now we already know that Terapagos is going to get another form, and that very well could be a battle state. So it looks like we are going to be battling Terapagos at some point in the Indigo Disk. And then instead of like the kind of original form or the terrestrial form, maybe it's going to have a battle state form, and that's the one that we battle, because we know we're going to battle it, like, and it looks like that the battle state is obviously going to be the battle that we have with it. In other words, the box legend will get more powerful in DLC 2, and then take it as you will. And then we also have just people asking like, what does it mean by state? I really don't know what does battle state mean in this context. Both Matt the data miner and the Chinese Riddler brought it up. I tried to ask Matt about this on X, but he never replied. The Chinese Riddler compared it with Ogerpon, so I imagine he's referring to the special terrestrial forms. So this is interesting, because if it is a special terrestrial form, like Terapagos already gets like a normal terrestrial form, so if it gets a special terrestrial form as well, that means that Koraidon and Miraidon will also get special terrestrial forms. So I don't know if that's going to be like a completely different looking version of them, or if it's just talking about the ability to be able to like fly at any time. I don't have a clue, but either way, that's that. And then we have some more information about this as well, because it kind of goes in hand in hand with this as well. So there is going to be 3 new battle states. So we're going to have a Terra Shell battle state. We've already gone over this in a previous video, but it kind of obviously links up well with this. So we have the Terra Shell, which is a battle state, which presumably is going to be for Terapagos, because obviously Terra Shell. And then we have Kimagu Laser, and then also Tayudenke Hu as well. We have people kind of suggesting that this potentially could be something to do with, like, obviously Koraidon and Miraidon here, and then that's obviously Terapagos. So we have Pokesutami kind of translating this, saying this would connect with the text from a few hours ago. So basically, the translation of Tayodon, I'm not going to try and pronounce it because I've definitely butchered it, but basically, the first one means super electric cannon. Now, Super Electric Cannon, for me, sounds like it's going to be a Miraidon battle state, because it's an electric cannon, and Miraidon is a futuristic paradox form, it's robotic, stuff like that. So a Super Electric Cannon kind of goes hand in hand with Miraidon. Koraidon, on the other hand, is most likely going to get Kimagu Laser, which is a whimsical / capricious laser. I don't really know in what way that would be a kind of, like, I don't know, Koraidon getting a laser would be a little bit weird. Like, it makes complete sense for Miraidon because it's like robotic and stuff, but for Koraidon to get a laser, I don't really know. But it says whimsical laser, unless it gets some sort of like upgrade or something, and that's the battle state, and then that allows it to like shoot lasers out and stuff. I don't think I would like that, because it kind of defeats the whole point of it being like a prehistoric paradox Pokemon. We also have Jan talking about this as well, saying, just noticed this morning. So this phrase here is one of the possible 25 natures Pokemon can have. In English, it's called quirky. This makes the term effectively quirky laser. There's one Pokemon in game that's locked in quirky nature, and that is your mount. So this is even more of an evidence to suggest that Koraidon and Miraidon are going to be getting battle states in the Indigo Disk DLC. And again, it's because of like this obviously quirky laser thing. Like, and if you do go to your mount as well, like we have Pokesutami here saying, great fun, I didn't even have half the brain to think of Pokemon natures, but Kimugur is indeed quirky in the English version of the games. And if you go look at your box legendary mount, you will indeed see that they are quirky. So because they can only be quirky nature, you've got this quirky laser kind of thing here. It just all adds up. So seemingly this is true now as well. I mean, like I say, the Chinese Riddler is a legitimate leaker. And them here saying that Terapagos, Koraidon and Miraidon are going to get new forms, and then all of this new information has come out about the battle states and stuff like that. It very much looks like this is true, it's correct, and they are going to get new forms. So Koraidon and Miraidon getting a form is very interesting, very interesting indeed, and I'm really excited to see what kind of direction they take with it. If it's just going to be like a, because if it's a battle state form as well, maybe they take on a new form to take on the Terapagos battle state, and maybe it's a similar battle to at the end of the base game where you have to fight your Miraidon against the other Miraidon, or your Koraidon against the other Koraidon, and like it's a battle that maybe you can't lose, but it's just kind of like a story battle. But I don't know, either way, very interesting nonetheless. We also have Soul Silverheart kind of talking about this as well, so huge spoiler update to this. So there were 3 new battle states data mined for the Indigo Disk yesterday. One is obviously Terapagos, which is obviously the Terra Shell, and we know that Terapagos is getting another form as well. We've covered it in previous videos, but all the data mines kind of point towards that. Then the Chinese Riddler, who is another 100% accurate leak source, posted this on Chinese social media, which thanks to Pokestrina and obviously Zhan as well for the rough translates to this. So obviously Koraidon, Miraidon, and the Terapagos will have a battle state similar to Ogerpon in DLC 1. In other words, in DLC 2, these legendaries will continue to be buffed. So the fact that it's not just Terapagos getting a buffed, but Koraidon and Miraidon are not just getting a new battle state, but they also are getting a buff as well. So yeah, definitely look out for the kind of extra power that these guys are going to get. So Koraidon and Miraidon are 99% getting new battle states in DLC 2. The big question is, what is a battle state? Well, Ogerpon's Terra Mask forms were officially called Special Terrestrialized State on the official website. These states work hand in hand with Ogerpon's abilities, so we can assume the same could be true here. Maybe Koraidon, Miraidon, and Terapagos all gain these dual abilities that give them a special in-battle only form similar to Ogerpon's marks, or at the very least, something will give these 3 an in-battle form similar to an Aegislash in-battle form change. These could also be very related to Terrestrials, so are these our only other Terra forms other than Ogerpon, and since it's a battle state, is this not the confirmed Terapagos Terra form that was officially revealed already, or is this something different entirely, maybe related to a 3rd Terapagos form? But as well as that, we actually have a little bit more information about this from Light, where he's actually noticed something else about these Pokemon that just kind of, it just adds up, man, so much. But anyway, massive shout out to Light here for kind of finding this. But probably this is a huge find and confirmation that finally Koraidon and Miraidon will have Terra forms, as happened with Ogerpon and also Terapagos. So Scarlet and Violet 2.0.1 added stub text for the Indigo Disk and 3 new battle states. Obviously Koraidon, Miraidon, Terapagos. So obviously that's what we've covered so far in today's video. So well, if you take a look at your Pokedex, you will see that Ogerpon, Koraidon, and Miraidon have a Terra symbol in the Pokedex, when all other Pokemon have a Pokeball. The fun fact is that this Terra symbol was there all the time and no one realized about this. So if you go to the Pokedex, here on Miraidon's Pokedex entry, you can see that it does have this Terra battle state kind of symbol. When you go over to Ogerpon, it has the exact same one, and we know that Ogerpon obviously gets a Terra form. Then you go across to Koraidon. I mean, it's a little bit harder to see, but you can obviously see that it is there as well. And then when you go across to a regular Pokemon, it is just the Pokeball symbol. Mate, it is all kind of just adding up. Like, this is definitely true, like 100%. Like, I'm sure when Terapagos' Pokedex entry comes out, it's going to have one as well. But the fact that these 3 Pokemon that have been data mined to be getting new forms have this on the Pokedex, apart, like none of the Pokemon have it, I think it just all adds up, man. Like, they are definitely getting Terra forms. It looks like they're going to get stronger. And yeah, we've basically got confirmation about it now. Like, there's so much stuff about it all. So yeah, really interested to see what these new forms are going to look like. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to change their typings or whatnot, or just make them stronger. Who knows? But yeah, Indigo Disk, man, it is shaping up to be a mad DLC, and I feel like the story is going to be super long as well. Like I say, we've got all the Blueberry Academy stuff, and then we've got all of this Area Zero stuff as well, with these new forms, and new Pokemon, and new Legendaries, and stuff like that. There's loads of stuff to get into when this drops, hopefully very, very soon. But anyway, that is going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. It does really, really help out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on all of the leaked data mines we've gone over today. What are your thoughts on Koraidon and Miraidon getting a form? Let me know what you guys think about it all. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.